Good morning everyone and welcome back to my channel. So, I said I was going to put a video out every single day and I missed out on yesterday's video. So I'm sorry about that. Things happen and it just was like that. So, now you saw the title of this video on how to make more than $10,000 a month. And this is what we're going to talk about, but this is not specific. It can be to any amount of money that you want to make, whether it's 10,000, 100,000, 1 million, 10 million, 200 million, whatever you want to do. Or maybe you want to make your first $100 and that's okay as well. So now that we've got that out of the way, make sure to subscribe to my channel because I'll be posting plenty more videos even though I miss a day from time to time. And let's get straight into the video. So goals are very important. A lot of people are either not setting goals at all or setting goals that are just not the right type of goals. Because this is very important. If you don't set the right types of goals, you're just not going to get anywhere. So you want to set 3 different types of goals. And the first thing is you really want to have laser focus, and a lot of people talk about laser focus and being really into what you're doing. But then it never go into really what type of laser focus you want. You want to know exactly what you want to have, like what is your goal, what is the specific goal that you want to have, what is that specific goal that you want to meet. And like that is so important compared to so many things, because instead of having a larger goal like I want to make this amount of money and we'll see how that goes and things like that, you really want to have something really that you know that you have reached it or you know that you have not reached it in that amount of time. So you want to be really specific on it. You want to like aim at something that's so specific that the second that you hit your goal, you know that you hit your goal. If you don't, you know as well. For instance, what you can do is you say, I want to make $1,000 by the 31st of this month. I want to make $1,000. And this, like, if you haven't done that, you know that you haven't done your $1,000. You want to be so specific. You can go down to the cents, you can go down to the minutes that you want to hit that goal. You just have to do it. Because otherwise, if you just say you want to make $1,000 or $10,000 or 1 million, and that's not a real goal because you don't know when you want to make that amount of money or you don't know when you want to do this and that. So if you have the specific goal on that time, this is when you meet your goal. The other thing is you want to write it down. If you don't write it down, this can hurt you so much, because if you write it down, you're gonna see it every day. You want to have it written down somewhere that you see it every day. And when you write it down, it will help you so much. Even though I'm a very digital kind of person, the best way to write it down is on a piece of paper, because you're physically writing down that goal and then you know that you have to hit it. So it's however you feel like it, but I like to write it down on a physical piece of paper. The next thing is you want to reward yourself if you hit your goal and only if you hit that goal. If you don't hit it, just go to the next goal, and if you don't hit that, go to the next goal. You can reward yourself with simple things. You don't have to go overboard. You don't want to spend all your money on like the goal that you hit, because then you have to start all over again. But you can reward yourself on simple things, whether it's a restaurant, a holiday, maybe just take a day off, maybe it's whatever you really want to do. Maybe you just want to go out and see a movie or something like that. But you want to do that only if you hit your goal. If you don't hit your goal, you have to keep going to the next goal and so on and so on. So make sure that you have that goal, and if you hit it, you want to reward yourself, because that will make you even more motivated to hit the next one and the next one and the next one. So remember, you have to be very specific. I said that before, but I want to really get it down in your head. You want to be really specific on the goal so that you can't lie to yourself. It's not like I sort of hit that goal. You have or you haven't, but there's no in between. There's no like blurred line. It's you have or you haven't hit that goal. So make sure that you have that goal set in mind that's really specific. Okay, so the next thing is you want to set big enough goals. So many people set small goals. Maybe you want to make an extra $100, maybe things like that. And yes, you can have that goal at the beginning. You want to make your first $100 and like in a specific time frame. But yes, you want to do that. But don't slow yourself down by saying, oh, I only want to make $100 a month more than what I do at my job, because that's just not big enough. You want to have something that scares you, that you're not sure that you're going to be able to hit it, but you could hit it. If you put in so much effort, you could hit that goal, but it's not like a given that you're going to make it. You have to have progress to hit that. If you have if you're making $100 a month and you're saying next month I really want to make $100 a month, like no, that doesn't work like that. You have to have a specific goal that is bigger than the one that you had the month before. And this is a very known thing. There's all those things those quotes that went around on Instagram that say like, if the goal isn't big, if the goals don't scare you, they're not big enough. And I totally agree with that. If it's not big enough, then if it doesn't scare you, then it's just not big enough. You have to go bigger than that so that it scares you and that you have to put the amount of work to hit that goal. You really want them to be hard to reach so that you just push yourself out of your comfort zone. So if you have a big goal and you miss it by a bit, that's okay. It's like reaching for the stars and landing on the moon. That's okay. Like you still grew. It's still going so much better than if you had a small goal and you hit that small goal, because what happened, like yes, you hit that small goal, but like that doesn't get you anywhere. So aim for the stars. If you land on the moon, that's okay, but just like have a very big goal that you're not sure that you're going to make it. However, the other thing I want to say is do not reach for a goal that's unachievable. So if you're making like $10 a month and you say like, okay, next month I'm gonna make $2 million, like, and I'm only using monetary things here because that's just the example that I chose, but it can be other things like putting out a YouTube video every day, getting 5 affiliate sales or things like that. But if you're making $100 a day and you want to make $4 million the next month, like that's unrealistic. It's just not gonna happen. And like if you've tried anything business related, you know that it's not gonna happen. So make sure that you have a goal that you can reach. Like it has to scare you, but you have to be able to reach it as well. You can't like go from 0 to hero in like 2 days. Like that just doesn't happen. So make sure that your goals are really big, really specific, but you can also hit them. So with that being said, it was probably a short video. I'm not too sure how long into it we're in, but you want to make sure you subscribe to my channel. Also join the Facebook group because I'm giving value there all the time as well. So make sure you join that group and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.